Military police beat up a number of journalists, with some having been hospitalized as they covered former presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu, that is Bobi Wine, as he led a team to deliver a petition to the office of the UN Human Rights in Kololo, Kampala. Ironically, the journalists were battered and their rights abused right outside the UN office where Bobi Wine was petitioning against human rights abuses. Let's take you to that story now.
It all began here at the offices of the National Unity Platform Party in Kamocha, Kampala, as the NUP leader Robert Kyagulanyi addressed the media before heading to the offices of the UN Human Rights Council in Kololo. He was to deliver a petition condemning human rights abuses against his supporters by security agencies.
This morning, I got a call that one of our comrades, who was our polling agent in Rakai, Ewan Sendazi Paul, was abducted by plainclothes people. Only one of them, there were three. Two were in plain clothes but having AK-47 guns, and one was putting on military uniform. They took him away.
Later, Kyagulanyi drove to the UN offices where he was allowed to enter with only 3 people. However, as soon as the gate was closed behind the team, military police officers descended upon journalists and beat them up. Some of the journalists who suffered the wrath of the military police are John Cliff Wamala, Jeff Twesige and Irene Abalo of the Nation Media Group, Josephine Namakumbi of NBS TV, Henry Sekanjako and Timothy Mulungi of Vision Group.
John Cliff,
Cliff Wamala was rushed to a clinic where he received stitches to the head.
We were waiting for the people who had been allowed to go in to come back and tell us what had happened, maybe whether their petition was taken in, and maybe what they've agreed upon with the UN officials. So we started interviewing some few party officials who had also been blocked, the MPs elect, and just before we could even finish the interview, from where we had been told to stand as journalists. So this military patrol came, and from the direction of the UN officers, and before even it could stop, the men in uniform jumped off the patrol, and their commander was stood at the front seat, the co-driver's seat. Is the one who came straight to my head, because they have hit almost every journalist.
They were just beating everybody. As long as you're not in a military police uniform or the police uniform, you are being beaten. Now I entered, I ran, and I felt I was tired. I could no longer continue running. I caught up with the NTV car, and I told the driver, please stop, it is me. Let me enter, I can't run anymore. The driver slowed down, I jumped in the car as the car was moving. But this military policewoman targeted me and still continued to beat me as I tried to close the door to the car.
During the presidential campaigns, a number of journalists covering the NUP presidential candidate Kyagulanyi were beaten and injured, and they included NTV's Ali Mivule. Ashraf Kasiria of Ghetto TV suffered serious injuries when he was hit by an object believed to be a tear gas canister. After previous beatings of journalists, the police and the army pledged to investigate the actions of the errant officers, but no report has been made public to date.
Absolutely shameful behavior on the part of the military. May justice be served.